Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Abnormality at warehouse led to massive West Kingston gun seizure, says DCP Bailey. An abnormality at a warehouse in West Kingston on Friday morning is what led to the seizure of 21 firearms and more than 40 magazines. 3 high-powered M15 rifles and 18 handguns were among the weapons seized. Also seized were 2,216 rounds of ammunition and 51 magazines, including one that holds 100 bullets. Crime Chief, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, said authorities at the warehouse detected an abnormal something around 10 a.m. and the police were alerted. He reported that the search of the warehouse began at 11 a.m. and was completed about 3:30 p.m. The crime chief declined to say where the shipment in which the weapons were found originated and where in Jamaica was the final destination. On Monday, 7 firearms and 16 rounds of 9mm cartridges were seized at the Seaboard Wharf in Freeport, Montego Bay, St. James. ACP Bailey says Friday's gun find, like the one in Mobay, involves several law enforcement agencies, including the Customs Department. It's a collaborative effort. There's an established arrangement that we have been working on together for years, he said of the agencies. We have an excellent working relationship in terms of contraband, be it drugs, be it guns, be it counterfeit items. Police name person of interest in gun seizure at Kingston Wharf. Detectives from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch, CTOC, have listed a woman as person of interest in the investigation of the seizure of 21 firearms at a warehouse in Kingston on Friday. According to reports, she is Jadian Alisa Edwards of 3 East, Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. Detectives believe she may be of assistance in the investigation. Edwards is being urged to turn herself into the CTOC before 12 p.m. on Saturday, March 5, 2022. Meanwhile, anyone knowing her whereabouts is being asked to contact the CTOC at 876-967-1389, Crime Stopper 311, NIB at 811. Bloodshed in Nonsuch. Relatives and neighbors of a young man accused of killing his stepfather says the family has been plagued by domestic violence for years. Dead is Anthony Hutchinson, also known as Tony or Stommer, while his common-law wife Thelma Robinson has been hospitalized with injuries Hutchinson is said to have inflicted. Robinson's son has been taken into police custody, according to his maternal grandmother. Neighbors reported that the young man went to his mother's rescue after her husband attacked her with a knife. This is the second domestic violence-related incident in the parish and the third murder in a week. The hospitalized woman's mother, Thelma Robinson, described the gruesome sight of her almost naked daughter's body drenched in blood. She is praying that she survives her injuries, as she cannot afford to bury her. She told reporters that the couple often fought, but her daughter ignored family members' advice. The thing about it is, she no listen to when me a talk to her. When she going to work and me call her, and we stand up out a gate and me tell her how me feel about her living, she take it as nothing, said the tearful mother as she paced up and down her veranda. Our daughter talked to her about the living. She said, we no understand, me no understand. No, cause see she out there on the dirt, naked in a panty alone, full of blood. If it wasn't Good Samaritan she have, help transport her to the hospital for me, where poor old Buddha get the money from. She continued. And she can't even put herself, cause she don't hear. Me is not a worldly person, and me no grow them worldly. The thing about it now, she leave me in a delore. I leave everything in God's hand. She said she did not witness the incident, but police who responded told her that her grandson went to his mother's aid after her husband attacked her with a knife. Him is not a person that talk. Them ask him for the murder weapon and him say him throw it away. It tough. Them say them took him into for questioning as she wept. She thanked those who squatted her daughter's bloody body in sheets and took her to the hospital. Them transferred her to Kingston. That's the last I hear. She cut up bad, blood all over. Me only sorry for the young man that him have blood on him hand. But if he wasn't there, maybe she would have died, she said. Cab driver Clifton Nathan, who says he knew the stepson well, described him as a quiet person who didn't talk much, or to many others in the community. When I heard about it this morning, water come on my eye. I cried. Really sad to know that something like this has happened, he said, adding that he lived nearby and he provided his taxi services to the stepson in the past. One woman from the community also spoke of the years of abuse that had plagued the family. When the boy used to go school, sometimes him come late because of what the man had do to his mother. This community is a quiet one. I think this is the second murder like this up here. What happened is that they will kill people and drop them off in the community, but we don't have any murder like this here, she said. 26-year-old chopped to death in Portland. The Hope Bay police are probing the death of a 26-year-old man on Thursday, March 3rd, in the Shoebury district in Portland. Dead is Tyrone Thompson, also known as Poochie, a mason of Shoebury address. Reports are that about 2 a.m., the now deceased was at a party at Fruitful Vale district when an argument developed between him and Carvel Brackett, otherwise called Ada, of Beans Lane in Shoebury district. Thompson left the party for home and on his way was allegedly met and attacked by Blackett, who reportedly chopped him to death. The police are urging Blackett to surrender himself as he is being sought for questioning. Hunts Bay police seek public's assistance in identifying body. The Hunts Bay police is seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man who was murdered on Ferguson Drive, Riverton City, Kingston 11 on Thursday. According to reports, the body is about 5 feet 7 inches long, slim build, of dark complexion, bearded face, an unkempt hairstyle and a missing top front teeth. It was clad in a light grey Calvin Klein underwear, blue jeans, and a pair of white sneakers. The police report that the team heard explosions while on patrol and went to investigate. The man was discovered in a pool of water with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. The police are asking anyone with information that can assist in identifying this body to call the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7110, 311 Crime Stop, Police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. 3 employees shot in gun attack at St. Catherine Business Facility. 3 employees of a popular manufacturing business in Jonestown, St. Catherine, were shot during a gun attack at the premises on Friday morning. The attack took place at the company's premises. One of the senior managers of the business narrowly escaped injuries during the attack. Reporters understand that the injured persons, a woman said to be in her 40s, has since succumbed to her injuries. Police are reporting that the incident occurred about 10:30. Information so far received is that 4 were at work when a white station wagon motor car drove up. An armed man with a firearm exited the vehicle and opened gunfire at the 4 employees. The senior manager ran, but the other employees received gunshot wounds to various parts of their bodies. The gunman went back in the waiting car, which drove away. The injured persons were taken to hospital by the senior manager. They were admitted. Jonestown gets free Wi-Fi service. Jonestown in South St. Angelo is the latest community to benefit from access to free internet service as the government continues to roll out its Wi-Fi hotspot program island-wide. The $7.5 million facility, situated at the Jonestown Primary School, was officially commissioned into service on Friday by Chief Executive Officer of the Universal Service Fund USF, Daniel Dawes. It forms part of the government's efforts to provide internet connectivity so that citizens can do business, work, learn, earn, among other things. Dawes, in his remarks at the commissioning ceremony, said that the agency is on track to establish 189 community hotspots island-wide before the end of the financial year. We are way beyond 100, he noted. Dawes said the fund will continue to provide public Wi-Fi in critical town centers and 10 communities access point gaps. We have already launched a number of them throughout the length and breadth of Jamaica, he shared, noting that Jonestown Primary School has been furnished with computers so anybody can leave from the community and go to this space, do your assignments, do your business transactions. He also informed that additional hotspots will be established in South St. Andrew, in the community of Trenchtown, and at the Charles Smith High School in Arnett Gardens before the end of the month. Meanwhile, Dawes said that the fund is in discussion with the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) to assist in the restoration of several campsites. We are also in discussion with Heart NSTA Trust to ensure that these facilities are used for the training of young people at the immediate community and beyond, he stated. Leader of the Opposition and Member of Parliament for South St. Andrew Mark Golding urged the residents to make use of the service being provided to empower themselves. Don't use it for nastiness and to spread bad news and negative things, he said. He noted the importance of making investments in improving the lives of people. It is investments in the people that generate the kind of society we need. And if we can invest in the people, the returns will be great. People's lives will improve and life will be better, Golden pointed out. Chairman of Jonestown Primary School, Patrick Rose, welcomed the establishment of the facility, noting that providing the community with free internet service is a step in the right direction. Nutrition funds for PATH students will be disbursed on time, says Williams. The Ministry of Education says every effort is being made to ensure that the budgeted funds for nutritional aid for students on the program of Advanced Through Health and Education path will be disbursed on time. According to a release, Minister of Education and Youth Favor Williams made the announcement as her ministry prepares for the full resumption of face-to-face classes on Monday, March 7. We take this seriously, and I personally will pay particular attention to ensure that there is no uncertainty with these budgeted funds that are here for nutrition, she emphasized. The minister was responding to questions at the meeting of the Standing Finance Committee in the House of Representatives on March 3rd. The members are discussing the 2022-2023 estimates of expenditure. Williams noted that the nutrition budget is $6.583 billion. She said through Nutrition Products Limited, which is in the process of restarting operations, 100,000 students are expected to benefit from breakfast and 18,782 students will receive snacks. Williams further noted that the ministry will continue to procure and deliver items to schools to help support the children. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.